Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for FET price prediction based on Elliott wave analysis. Starting on the daily chart here, we are looking at our several scenarios between bullish and bearish for FET. Of course, starting with the bullish scenario where you have a WXY here finished in a W, and then of course a zigzag finished for a wave X, and probably here 5 waves down in a contracting or ending diagonal, finishing actually 3 waves down, 3 waves up here, and of course a very short wave C in 5 waves, finishing in the middle of this structure, claiming that this is a running flat, where your running flat would like it to finish in the middle here of the structure in 5 short waves. And that means, of course, in a running flat, that you would like to see a reversal in the market. If your wave C was toward the downside, then of course it will reverse toward the upside. And then we would like to seek after an impulse toward the upside. And this is exactly what we had as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and for a wave 1 here, and probably having here a 3 corrective waves toward the downside, 3 corrective waves toward the upside, means of course again we're repeating an ABC expanding flat here. Probably for your wave C you would like to have of course 5 waves toward the downside to finish this structure. Now as you can see here, your wave 4 still ranging and even getting higher here. Now we are still inside as this wave C as 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 5 for an impulse. However, if you reach of course the wave 1 here at $1.53, this is an invalidation of the bearish scenario. So I would say invalidation of, well, let's say wave C. Okay, so if that wave C is invalidated, that means the wave C has finished in a zigzag actually, where it has bottomed here in 3 waves and not in 5 waves. And that will turn, of course, to a zigzag down, zigzag up, and then zigzag down, again, W, X, and Y, which it can be, of course, finish a wave 2. And in that case scenario, if you have finished a wave 1 and 2, you would like to seek, of course, for higher prices. And by all means, if you reach this level, which is 1.53, it is a much more higher possibility that we are more bullish than bearish. And that because, of course, invalidation of this wave C anyway is of course a bullish scenario where you would like to start to seek for higher prices. Now the Shopee price here of course do not signify any kind of an impulsive waves on the 1-hour chart. As you can see, we cannot really say here we have like 1, 2. It's really hard to say it because yeah, of course of the overlapping, and it looks like somehow as a triangle, but it is not really a triangle because it is invalidated right now by reaching, of course, the high here where you have A, B, C, D, and E, probably finished with the wave E looking toward the downside, but it was not really successful. So I cannot really call a triangle here. I would call like A, B, and a C probably finishing kind of like 3-wave structure toward the upside, but without reaching, of course, this invalidation point, in case you would like it to continue a wave 4 and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a wave 5 to finish this impulse as a 5 waves, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So in that case as well, it's gonna still be bullish if you finish as well this correction, I mean this wave C correction. Then it's gonna be a very normal A, B, and a C in a 5 waves structure for a wave C, finishing a wave 2 exactly here, and then start to look toward the upside with a much better signal. I mean with this like 5 waves toward the upside, 3 waves down, then continuation and breaking, of course, is this high for an entry point, of course, for FET for bullish scenario. While here you cannot see the signal yet, and I cannot really call a bullish scenario, starting with a Shopee price here without any confirmation of 5 waves toward the upside, and therefore the possibility goes a little bit lower to invalidate this wave C, guys. And I think that this might be an ABC and then 1 2 3 4 5 ending diagonal or impulse, whatever it can end as this wave C would be nicer. And then of course start to look for 5 waves toward the upside and continuation of course for the bullish scenario. Now your bearish scenario is in case, of course, that you have reversed and moved toward the downside. Of course, for the bearish, you would like to break the 0.786 at the 0.89 fib level, dollar for FET. And if you break this and you touch, of course, the 886, definitely that means you will take the low here directly. And that means, of course, it's not gonna reverse toward the upside. It's gonna merge a little deeper, of course, here to reach almost, let's go back to the daily, to reach almost the 1-to-1 fib level. And that means, of course, in a zigzag here or a corrective wave somehow to reach the 1-to-1 fib level at 0.46. So what you would like to have as a bearish, if you are bearish on FET, of course, you would like to touch the 886 at 0.79. If you are bullish, you would not like to come even to this area. I think 0.618 is almost more than enough, because this will get already the low of your wave 3 here, and that will be more than enough for a wave 5. So preferably the target of the bullish would be at 0.618, and then starting from the 1.07 dollar for FET. And if we take a look, of course, on the KGT for FET here, we can see, of course, we have the buy signal so far. We have some divergence in bullish. As you can see, some higher prices are unfolding, but at the same time, we saw some bearish signals coming as convergence here in the tops, which are, of course, convergence with the CBDs bringing us for lower. But once we get lower here, we saw some kind of, well, it's not really divergence, because this low has been taken here. What you would like to see, of course, is the same, like here, a higher prices as divergence, while here we don't see really nice divergence. And that's why I believe that this wave cannot really sustain so much higher than this. And here we go, we start to see some bearish signals in the top here. However, there is also no convergence in it, so yeah, a little bit the price is choppy and very sideways. I think going back into the 15-minute chart will be much more clearer for us. So as you can see here, well, yeah, on the 15-minute chart, it is much more clearer, the divergence between the bullish divergence. But don't forget that also you have a very strong convergence from the top here for the bearish. So yeah, it is still 50-50 as well on the 15-minute chart. However, yeah, I mean, it is a strong divergence somehow for FET, so be careful with it as well. It might, of course, continue towards the upside. And for the bearish, it is also even bigger one. So if we start to move towards the downside from here, and it is a 500, this is the strongest signals on the 15-minute chart. So kind of we are 50-50, guys. We are very neutral. We're still looking for a price action or for a price decision. So as I mentioned, this is your answer. If we invalidate this impulse, therefore, of course, we are impulsive towards the upside. Very, very simple. If we invalidate this, that means your impulse cannot be an impulse anymore. Your wave 4 is not allowed to interfere with your wave 1. And that means, of course, we're moving towards the upside. If we move, of course, towards the downside, we take the low as well. The option or the chance to move as a bullish is still there, of course, and still high. If we reverse from the 0.18, and if the price move towards the 0.786 and touch the 886 as well, of course, then we're gonna take the low. We're gonna move to the 1-to-1 fib level taken from the top here, and to reach 0.46 cent for FET. That was it for FET. I hope that you like it. If you did, please press the like button and subscribe for the channel if you didn't yet. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Bye bye.